Hi, my name is Logan. Since Thanksgiving coming up, I thought I could show you how to capture a turkey. No, I'm just kidding. There's no turkeys in this area, but I'll show you how to make pumpkin pie. Here's what you'll need. 2 bowls, a spatula, a roll of paper towels, a pie dish, measuring spoons, measuring cups, fine granulated sugar, a can opener, a whisk, 2 eggs, a pie crust, ginger, cloves, pumpkin puree, salt, evaporated milk, cinnamon, and a huge pumpkin for decoration. Don't forget to wash your hands before and during making the pie so that way you don't get anyone sick. Make sure to have all the ingredients before you start cooking. You won't want to run to the store while you have half your ingredients in the bowl. Something like pie crust could get dried out, and you don't want to leave refrigerated items outside the fridge so they can spoil. Make sure to preheat the oven to 425 before you start mixing the ingredients so that it's at the temperature you want before you put it in the oven. Next, we have to roll the pie crust into the pie dish. You want to make sure that it's cold but not frozen. You want to if it ever gets too soft, you can always put it back in the freezer to harden. There are multiple ways to get the pie crust into the pie dish after you have it rolled out and all the cracks are gone. My favorite is scoop it from underneath like this and then put this on top and then flip it over. After you push all the corners into the pie dish, you want to slowly take this off. And then don't worry if there are some cracks around the edges. We're taking that off anyways. You want to take off everything outside here. Now, there's this thing you want to do to the edge where you take 2 fingers and then you push up with another one. And then just do that all the way around. This process is called crimping. The ingredients we're going to start by putting the dry ingredients into a bowl. So first we have 3/4 cup of sugar. Oh no. One more. 2. One more. 3.
What is that?
Next we're going to put in half a teaspoon of salt. One teaspoon of cinnamon.
Cinnamon. I want to smell it. Oh, yeah.
Then half a teaspoon of ginger.
Ginger. We're almost getting out of ginger.
Yeah. And last of all, 1/4 teaspoon of cloves. Now my assistant here is going to mix the ingredients together. What color is it in? So next we're going to add the pumpkin puree. If you can't get it out like that, you can always just scoop it out with a spatula. That's my trick. You want to make sure you get as much as physically possible. Alright, got all that out. Next we're going to add the eggs. So, 2 eggs. But make sure you get no shell in there, or else people are not going to have a fun time while eating it. And after you get those 2 things in, you want to mix it all together. So next we're going to pour the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. After we pour them all in, you want to mix it up until it's as if it was one substance. So by the time you're done, it should look about this darker color than it was earlier. Alright, once we have that all mixed, then you slowly want to pour the evaporated milk while mixing it. You don't want to pour it too fast. You also want to open this with a can opener. Then just finish mixing. After we've mixed all of the milk into the mixture, it should look like this dark brown liquid. So now we're going to pour it slowly into the crust. You want to make sure you don't spill any of it. So now I got the oven's completely preheated on 425 degrees. Now we're going to push it in and let it sit for 15 minutes. Bad idea. So now that the pie has been baking in the oven for 15 minutes on 425 degrees, we want to slowly turn it down to 350 degrees, and now we're going to bake it for 40 to 50 more minutes. The way you know if it's done is if it's not liquidy, like it should be a single solid. Here's a cool fact about pumpkin pie. In 1621, early American settlers of the Plymouth Plantation, the first permanent European settlement in southern New England, made pumpkin pies by filling a hollowed out pumpkin shell with milk, honey, and spices, and then bake it in hot ashes. They even ate stewed pumpkin. Another great fact about baking pumpkin pie is that sometimes the crust will burn along the edge on top of the rim of the pie dish. A great way to get around that is to wrap tinfoil around the edge. There are many ways to serve pumpkin pie. I personally like mine with ice cream, but my brother/assistant here likes this with whipped cream. Dig in. Very good.